First 30 minutes here. Guys, I get asked a lot why I've chosen AMD CPUs over Intel. And I'll be straightforward about it. Intel, they do make better CPUs. I'm a very value-driven consumer. I want to get the most bang for my buck, and AMD definitely offers on this platform. Let's take, for example, the new Ivy Bridge CPUs. The top of the line Ivy Bridge CPU, I believe it's the 3770K. It runs at about $350. Plus, you want a decent gaming motherboard. It's going to run between $150 and $200, and before you know it, you've spent $500 on just a CPU and a decent motherboard. Let's flip to the AMD side. You can buy the AMD flagship 8-core processor, the FX 8150, for $190. That runs at clock speeds of 3.6, I believe it's 3.6, and it turbos up to 4.2. And you can buy a Sabertooth motherboard for about $180. So for a top of the line AMD CPU and a good motherboard, that is the same price as Intel's top of the line latest generation CPU. Also, AMD keeps the motherboards the same. They make them forward and backwards compatible. So when newer generation CPUs come out, you don't have to buy a completely new motherboard just to support that CPU. Also, for the Intel fans out there, you should also be thankful that AMD exists, because if they didn't, Intel would charge much higher prices. AMD keeps Intel competitive. They have for many years. They will into the future, even though AMD only owns about 17 to 18% of the CPU market. In the long run, it's better that there are two companies continually going back and forth, and it makes a better product for the end consumer. These are just some quick thoughts on why I believe AMD is a better choice as a value-driven consumer who wants to get the most bang out of my buck.